Ooh. No. There we go. Okay. I'm just working on it. Give me a second here. Let's see. And then I think that's everything. Hi, Johanna. How are you? How you doing? All right. I think that is everything that I need to do. Not 100%, but I think so. Read only. I'm doing good. Yay! Okay, it looks like it's working on all the flip platforms. Yay! Hi, Melody. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Sunlit Tides. How are you? How are you all? Yay! Okay. So anybody who does not know who I am Beth Thomas. I am a medium, which means that I can speak to those who have passed. And I am an intuitive, which means that I use my intuition, my spiritual side of me, to be able to communicate with you and be able to communicate with the other side and give you answers to things that maybe others might not be able to. Like a psychic would, but I am not a psychic. I do not tell you the future. I only tell you what others have what others have on the other side are trying to tell you. I also only do any of this for healing, love, light, and for the betterment of everyone in the group. So just so you all know who I am. Oh yeah, go ahead, Angry Veteran. Go ahead. Go ahead. There he is. Hi, Shane. What are we doing today? Today we are going to be doing some mediumship as well as some tarot. We're going to be doing it from the Enchanted Forest today. My Enchanted Forest set. So if you guys have any questions that you need, and I also have my handy dandy pendulum, so you can ask those questions as well. And let's see. So is there a queue? Not yet. I've not started a queue yet. And I know that there's a widget on here to make a queue, but I don't know how to work that yet. So a pentacle. No, it's not. It's not a pentacle. I am live. You want me to do it?
It's kind of wet, so don't touch the mouse.
She just painted a ghost on my white pumpkin. She's so talented. Oh my god, it's so cute. Let me put him up so everybody can see him.
Okay.
We're going to move our wolfie. We're going to put our ghosty there. There, now y'all can see him.
Okay.
Front and center.
What are you doing?
I close the door. They will all get loud. Trust me, they will all get loud. And then there's my wolfie. And I'm going to bring Bob down. Come on, Bob. All right. So for anybody who doesn't know, this is Bob. Bob is our sage holder, so that when I light my sage, he holds it for me. There we go. All right. Bring it over. Bring it on over. Bring it on over. Okay. The floof. Okay. So we're just starting out. I'm just getting everything set up for everybody. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first thing I always do is I always pull a card for everybody for the day. So let's start with that, and then we will go from there, and I will start the cue. All right. Wolfie is lucky charm. My lucky charm, yes. Wolfie is definitely my lucky charm, and so are the ghosties. So all these little things that you see, I call them ghosty. And there's another ghosty over there in the corner. There, right there. So yes. So ghosty is, and Wolfie is my lucky charm. He's my little protector. He needs a shirt though, and I would love to get him one that has a little ghosty on it. I think that would be so cute. And I have a shirt that I got that says if you've got it, haunt it. And I'm thinking about getting one made for him. So what does everybody need to hear today? So this set, just so you all know, is kind of a story-based tarot card set. So when I pull a card, I kind of have to tell you a whole story that's in the book. I'm not very good at telling the story outside the book, so I have to tell you the story so you understand exactly what's happening within the cards. But this is the card that just fell out, and that is the Weaver of Challenges. I wish this would be a little bit less obnoxious on here. There. So she's the Weaver of Challenges. And let's see what she has to say. There she is. The Weaver of Challenges makes your quest harder, not necessarily from malice, though don't rule that out. Most likely, it is for your own growth or to prove your worth. She sets a puzzle or task that requires your wits and intelligence rather than brute force, like the wall of magical thorns she raises to block your way. The White Raven is her closest advisor, offering her the kind of detached objectivity she appreciates. She speaks her mind and provides needed clarity, often saying things others fear to say. She is fearless. If this card does not represent a particular person in your life, it can signify a cynicism about personal relationships, a barrier being raised against you, or a time when uncomfortable truths need to be spoken. The character traits are that she's intelligent, sharp, quick-witted, cool, discerning, witty, powerful, very powerful, brilliant, shrewd, attention to detail, self-esteem, and discipline. Shadow traits, the things that would be a negative for her, is that she's cold, emotionally withdrawn, overcritical, sarcastic, touchy, unhappiness disguised by aloofness, and bitter grief. So she is someone that's telling you right now in your life, either you are or you have somebody in your life that is displaying these type of characteristics that's telling you that you are in a time of your life where either she's pushing you harder than anybody's ever pushed you before, and there are some truths that you need to stop and think about, or she is giving you she is just a person in your life that is kind of doing that instead and being very critical of you, and maybe you just don't need to be listening to her and what she has to say. Or it is a situation where that kind of thinking and that kind of situation is what you need to be doing in your life. Hello, Maggie. Excuse me for 1 second. I am fixing a window because suddenly it got very hot in here and I need some air. Air, please, give me the air. Yes, the wolf is actually one of my totems, if you will. He's actually one of my spirit guides, if you will, is a wolf. So, hi Beryl, how are you? All right, so let me grab my handy dandy notebook so that I can write down some of your names so I don't forget, because I might. Oh no, I thought I grabbed a pen before I left. I have this. What is this? Is this a pen? No. That is like an eyeliner or something. I will be right back. Oh, that's not going to work. Look at it, Doctor. Get under my feet, honey. It hurts. Go ahead.
What's up? It's Tommy in white shirt. And yes, the mega campaign is going on. CK2 is finished right now.
Alrighty. I'm here. Let's see who all were. I was asking for a card and for a reading. So there was Melody Gidley. Let me see. And then there were people before that. Let me see. So Sunlit Tides is first. And then, hello, very random. How are you today? But Johanne would like a reading, a mediumship reading. And let me put in here the where you can go to send me a picture. So it's on Facebook usually. I can do it through email, I can do it through anything, but this is just one of the ways you can do it if it helps. For anybody wanting a mediumship reading. Wee beans! Yay! Why won't it go? Why won't it let me copy and paste? Fine. Let me see here. So that's where you can go to send me pictures that I can receive. For anybody who would like to have a reading today. Oops. No. Go away. Okay. Inbox. There we go. Okay. All right, you guys got that? Now you can see it. You can click on it and you can just go over to my Comedian Medium on my Facebook and send me a picture there. So who is first? So Miss Sunlit Tides, are you ready, honey? It's a Wee Beans! Wee Beans was in the army with me, actually. She's one of my battle buddies is what we call them. Our battle buddies. She's definitely one of those. She was with me through thick and thin, through all the years. Scottish Spyro, I would need a picture of your past loved one if you would want a mediumship reading. If you just want a regular card reading, I don't need any of that. I can just connect to you just like this. So, Miss Sunlit Tides, are you still here, honey? Sunlit Tides. And then, Johanne, just send me that picture of your past loved one. Go to my facebook.com/comedian medium. It's also up here where you can see right there. You can see that. Where it says facebook.com/comedian medium. You can send it there to my Facebook. You're not seeing the comments from YouTube? They should be up on this thing right here. All of the comments should be right here, no matter where they're coming from. Are they not here? Okay, good job, Johanna. Okay. So, and I'm not seeing Miss Sunlit Tides popping up. Did they leave? Sunlit Tides, did you leave me? They may have left. If so, I will go look at your picture, Johannam. Johannam? Is that how you say that, Johannam? Okay, good. Okay, Kayla. Yay! Okay. And just make sure that in there, if you can remember, just let me know who you are here so that I don't have to give any names or anything on here. I'll just look at it and know who it's from. Can your cards describe the qualities and flaws of my future husband? Yeah, I'm sure they can, but that's a long reading, and I don't usually do long ones here. But we will see what I can get. I will put you down. There we go. All right, let's see here. So, Johanna, there you are. Okay, you sent me one before too. So Johanna, is it the person on the left that you want, the one with the colored hair? A reading on? I mean, I will pull a card for you, Julie J, but on something like that, you would have to like get a full reading from someone, I would think, because. Yes. Okay. So when I pull him up, he is silly and goofy, but I also get that he has a very serious side to him and knows exactly what he wants and how he wanted to do. I felt like he had a goal in life that he wanted, that he had. And he's also right off the bat, he's like, I'm sorry, Mom, I'm sorry that I didn't finish that. But I feel like also he kind of understands that it's okay that he didn't. Like, he knows that it's not. No. Okay. Okay, close the door. He knows that it's not. I feel like he knows it's not like anybody's fault for him to not have completed this, but he also just is like, I'm sorry, Mom, I'm sorry I didn't finish this. I'm sorry this was part of my life that I didn't complete, that I thought that I was going to be able to. He's also talking about something with I don't know if it's rainbows or if you got like a rainbow colored jewel or gem or something, but he says he knows that you have that. Is that something that you know anything about? How can we send you a donation? It should be there on my thing. If it's not there, let's see here. I have that one as well. Because it should be on there, but I don't know how it works. I haven't done it. I haven't done it from here onto there. Oh, you have his rainbow flag up in his room, at his window. Okay. So I feel like this thing that he's talking about, like a necklace or something. I don't know if you have a necklace that reminds you of him, or if you have something, a piece of jewelry that's a necklace that you would have in your life that is from him, or something along those lines. But he is showing it as a rainbow, which would be why he's showing it as rainbow, is because he wants you to know it's from him. It's definitely from him. And he says that you are doing way better than even you expected for yourself at this point in your grieving with him. And he says you're doing a really good job, Mom, of grieving. I know it's really hard. It's not something that anybody wanted or expected, but you're doing such a good job right now. I'm really proud of how hard you are working at this. And he says you have these, he says your eyes are so beautiful. When you sit down at night and you talk to him and you tell him stuff, he looks at your eyes because they sparkle. And he says, no, it's not from crying, Mom. It's because they sparkle because you're back into yourself, your old self, your soul, and who you are. And he's so proud of who you are. He's such a sweet, sweet soul, by the way. So loving, so sweet, so kind. And he's trying to tell me a phrase, the heart of a, and I want to say the heart of a, I want to say companion, but that's not the right word, but it sounds something similar to that. And I don't want to say lion, because I don't think that's what it is, but it's something like that. The heart of a champion? Is it the heart of a champion that he's trying to say? Something like that. Which, yeah, it has to be champion. It has to be champion. The heart of a champion he's talking about. And that's what you have. And he says sometimes you forget that you have that. He says sometimes you forget who you are because you're just so upset with certain things in your life, including his passing. But you still keep moving forward. And he says you have that heart of that. It has to be champion. Heart of a champion. Does that make sense to you? Like why he would be saying the heart of a champion? I don't know why he would be saying that specifically. And why he keeps bringing it up and saying it over and over. Sometimes when they say it, like I can see their mouth, and he's just like trying very hard for me to understand exactly what he's saying. So if you know what that means, let me know. If you don't, we'll just move on from that, and then oh. Sorry, baby. Did you wake up? I think you've been a little bit awake, but I didn't. Now you're really awake.
I figured the dogs would not cooperate anymore.
They're kind of not, but it's okay. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad, Johanna. That makes sense to you. That happens in our house all the time. Usually it's the daughter with the candles, but today it was me. Yes. Sorry guys. Sorry everyone. That was loud. And he's also talking about how call the fireman. It's just my stage. No smoking in the house. Those are the rules. Let me go back to your son, Josh. So Josh is like, his soul is so strong. His spirit is so strong. And he is just so willing to like just talk and say all these things. He's talking about Halloween and he's talking about a specific pumpkin. And he's talking about you and him making a pumpkin. And I'm being drawn to this thing that I was shown yesterday with a bunch of people going, and they're taking pumpkins and they're cutting the bottom of them out. And like they're carving them like faces, and they're cutting the bottom of them out and putting them on their head and taking pictures like that. They're like doing like a photo op or something. And he's talking about this and showing me this. So I don't know if that means something to you, but if it does, that's from him. Oh my goodness. About my artwork, this? Or just the whole thing? Yeah, no, ours are working just fine. Oh, okay. And he's kind of talking about a dog that's really lazy and lays on the bed a lot. And I don't know if it's because my dog just barked that it inspired him to show me this, but it's like, it looks like an old hound dog, almost like a bloodhound or something like that, a bigger dog but I don't see the really, really long ears on it, but it could be. I just see it laying down. It's all lazy and very fat. All the wrinkles when they lay down, and you see like how their skin folds over in the back of them because they're so full of skin. So if that makes sense to you, if that makes sense to you. Oh, what do you want? Come here. I'm right here. You okay? Yeah. Okay. Oh. You want out? Okay. Alright, he wants out too. Go ahead, go. He was sitting here barking like he wanted out. What's wrong with you, buddy? You okay? He might just want away from the sage. Okay. I love it. Yes, that could very well be it. I'm just seeing the wrinkles, like when I just see the back, and it looks black. Let me see if I can find a picture of one to show you. And it looks like a fat dog laying down. Does she have black on her back? I see like what looks like a black or very dark brown. Oh, it could be the brindle. I'm seeing it from the back, like on the bed. That actually makes sense. Yeah, this is more what I'm... Let me see here. Let me show you. I'm pulling it up. So, yeah, you guys can see that, right? There you go. That's cool that I can do that. But yeah, it looks something like that, but the back was darker, like almost darker brown or black or something like that. But it very well could be Brendel. But I was seeing it like on the bed. It was all like how they're fat and then they have that little fold of skin when they lay down. And I see them laying like that, and it's lazy. And he used the word lazy. Yes, he must be with her. Yeah, yes, he's with her. He's definitely talking about that. So, and he just wanted you to know that everything was fine, and he is fine, and everything is going well on his end as well. And he's very, very proud of you. And that is all that I have for you now. Okay. And then let me see. Okay. Oh, it is. It's way better than Facebook. That's why I do this here, because it's so much easier than doing it on Facebook. It's just so much faster. There's a scammer in the Facebook feed. Again? Oh, I hate these people. I hate them. I really hate them. So rude. Just so rude. Let's see. So rude. What do you want, buddy? Just, what do you want? Oh, Peter. Stop. Shh. Let's see. So rude. What do you want, buddy? Just, what do you want? Oh, Peter. Stop. Shh. Let's see. So rude. What do you want, buddy? Just, what do you want? Oh, Peter. Stop. Let's see. So rude. What do you want, buddy? Just, what do you want? Oh, Peter. Stop. Alright. Let's see. She should be gone now. So rude. What do you want, buddy? What do you want? What do you want? I am not laying on that bed so you can lay down next to me. You want to lay down, you go lay down in the bed by yourself. Should be gone now. No, leave it. Rude. What do you want, buddy? Come on. What do you want? What do you want? I am not laying on that bed so you can lay down next to me. You want to lay down, you go lay down in the bed by yourself. Should be gone now. This is my old man dog, very old man. What do you want, buddy? Half blind and just. What do you want? What do you want? I am not laying on that bed so you can lay down next to me. Okay. I think I took care of her. Should be gone now. This is my old man dog. Oh, your tummy is making noises. Half blind. Are you hungry? What do you want? Yeah. What do you want? I am not laying on that bed so you can lay down next to me. Okay, I think I took care of her. Should be gone now. 13, 14. This is my old man dog. Oh, your tummy is making noises. Half blind. Are you hungry? What do you want? Yeah. What do you want? I am not laying on that bed so you can lay down. Got crazy technical. Okay, I think I took care of her. Should be gone now. 13, 14. This is my old man dog. Oh, your tummy is making noises. Here? On mine? What do you want? Yeah. What do you want? I am not laying on that bed so you can lay down. Got crazy technical. Okay, I think I took care of her. Should be gone now. 13, 14. This is my old man dog. Oh, your tummy is making noises. Here? On mine? Ah. Okay, so it's Brindle, Bulldog, and Husky. I am not laying on that bed so you can lay down. Got crazy technical. Okay, I think I took care of her. Should be gone now. 13, 14.
This is my old man dog.
Oh, your tummy is making weird on mine? Ah. Okay, so it's Brindle, Bulldog, and he's kind of like,
not letting him
I always say that that's crazy technical. Okay, really, I think I took care of her. He doesn't know. Oh, your tummy is making weird on mine? But then, randomly, Brindle, Bulldog, and he's kind of like, not letting him. I always say that's crazy technical. Okay, really, I think I took care of her. He doesn't know. Oh, your tummy is making weird on mine? But then, randomly, Brindle, Bulldog, and he's kind of like, not letting him. I always say that's crazy technical. Okay, really, I think I took care of her. He doesn't know. Oh, your tummy is making weird on mine? But then, randomly, Brindle, Bulldog, and he's kind of like, not letting him. I always say that's crazy technical. Okay, really, I think I took care of her. He doesn't know. Oh, your tummy is making. Sorry. Oops, sorry. Can you hear me now? Okay, I figured out what it was. Apparently it was playing in the background and I had no idea. Anyway, so who's next? Melody Gidley, are you still here, honey? Melody. We're gonna make a melody with her melody. Oh my God. Probably because as I was talking and then it started going after me, so it was just going and going and going. Yeah. What is that? The Gooblix? The Gloobix? I'm so sorry. Everybody. I'm so sorry. So this is gonna be for Melody. Sorry. I'm glad I wasn't doing an actual reading during that. Okay, there she is. Alright. So you have two cards that just popped out for you. You have, first that popped out was the Ten of Spells. Which is, I like the Ten of Spells. Now the cat's going off. So, there you go. There she is. And this girl right here who's holding on to her sister right here, that's part of this whole thing. Okay, so in the bleak pre-dawn light, 7 sister princesses make their way home after a night of dancing in the forest. While only one night has passed in the mortal world, it felt like many nights in the fairy realm where they were ensorcelled. Where they had been in sorcery had been causing it to happen. They danced until they could dance no more, yet they still danced on, caught in the merciless spell until the night was spent. Now the sisters are utterly depleted, almost in shock. All they care about now is finding their own beds, except for the youngest. She tries to turn back, reaching out in longing, but her sister holds her fast and forces her forward. Everybody's body language speaks of profound exhaustion and regret. The enchantment is broken. This card signifies that your energies have been stretched far beyond their limits. The thing that gave you the most pleasure has become a burden. Your fire has burned out. Find your way back to safety and reevaluate your intentions before venturing out again. So like the young girl, the youngest sister that wants to keep going back out, you might have an immature portion of you that might still want to go back and keep going. But the more mature portions of you are like, no, it's time to stop. We're exhausted. We're tired. We have no more energy to put into this. And it says, your fire has burned out. Find your way back to safety and reevaluate intentions before venturing out again. And then the meaning at a glance is definitely exhaustion, burnout, disenchantment, regret in hindsight, and burdens too big to bear alone. A closer look, the sister's loosened hair symbolizes wantonness and reckless abandon. So all their hairs and stuff, like you can see like her hair is like all disheveled, and this is the youngest sister whose hair is all disheveled, and even her hair is like not quite right, all of them, because they all know, there she is, because they all are just exhausted from what they've been doing. And then you got the 8 of Spells with the barn owl. All right, so the Eight of Spells, a parliament of owls incoming, zooming through the forest with sureness. With sureness of purpose, they carry messages of magical portent. It's okay. They carry messages of magical importance. Some travel at the bidding of the enchanter himself, but anyone can ask an owl to carry a message. The owl will decide if it wants to or not. If you have been sent an owl before and didn't heed its messages, you may be left to your own devices from then on. Owls do not carry trivial messages. Crows are happy to do that. So when you see an owl headed your way, straighten up and prepare to receive it with respect. The appearance of the owls in the reading signifies news is on the way. It also means that energy is increasing for any endeavor in which to apply your full will and intention. Things are speeding up and moving forward toward a positive conclusion or reward. Watch the skies, news and incoming messages, swiftness and aiming towards a goal. The Parliament has 2 tawny owls, 1 little owl, and 1 short-eared owl, and 2 barn owls. The formal name of the short-eared owl is the Aceo flammingus, which is also how you summon an owl, I guess, in witchy terms. Yay! Good, Melanie. I'm so glad. The readings here are over stream. The readings that you want, if you want a full reading, a full paid reading, those would be private between you and me. Lady Death. That was for Lady Death. It's a way of telling people their star sign with no BS. I don't do that. I don't do star signs. Because people are people, and there's no 100% accurate way to say, yes, this is all of who you are. Yes, there are some signs that are helpful, but I don't do that. You're very welcome. You're very welcome, Melody. Okay, and then Julia J. Are you still here, my dear? Julia J. I did see her for a little bit. I want to make sure she's still here. Sure. Kayla, let me see. Didn't I just give you, was that? No, that was somebody else I gave a reading to. I'm sorry. Julia J. It might be very easy, but I don't do those because I'm a medium. So I only do like this kind of tarot and stuff just on the side a little bit. It's just kind of fun for me, but I don't find enjoyment in doing the star sign stuff. That's just not my personal go-to. But if you like it, go right ahead. But I do have a lot of people that do that. It's 20 for this. No. It's free for this kind of reading here, Lady Death. Unless you want to donate, you can donate however much you want. Nope. You don't. Are you doing did you want a mediumship reading, Julie J, or did you want a tarot? Because for the tarot, I don't need the picture of your past loved one. Yeah, but that doesn't mean anything about star signs. The Gooblix. The Glubix. Sorry, I said it wrong. The Glubix. That's just your ability. You might think it's only from the star signs, but it's not. It's from all kinds of things. You also have intuition. You have the ability to see things that others wouldn't see otherwise. Somebody else could maybe be able to see what you see or read what you read and have a completely different understanding of it than you. So that's where knowing your specific spiritual gift is very, very important. Prefer cards. Okay, then you have 2 cards that just popped out. Alright, so what is Julie J? Just briefly describe my future husband. Oh, okay. That's right. You wanted to briefly describe. Yay! Hi, love advice show. Are you a comedian too? Do you make fun of everything too? Yeah, see, and I don't do that. I can't do that. Sorry, the Glivix. I don't use any sleight of hand. Everything I do is straight up, forward, in your face. Honesty. I don't have the ability to be fake because I'm really bad at lying and I'm really bad at hand stuff. I have arthritis. So. Yay! I've never done a stand-up yet, but I do have one that I have been working on for a few years and I'm still working on. Oh, I understand. I understand. Yeah. Hello, Jarika. Let me see. This is for Julie Day. Okay, Julie Day. Here we go. You have, and you were asking about the aspects for your husband, right? So you got the child of boons. The child. Where is my child? The children. Oh my goodness, the children. Okay, there it is. The child of boons. So here's your child of boons card. And then here's this. And the child of boons, the lost and hungry child of boons, can't believe his luck when he comes upon a house made of gingerbread. There doesn't seem to be anyone around to forbid him, but still he hesitates before breaking off a piece. He tries to remember what he's been taught about the proper procedure for magic cottages. The practical thing would seem to be to stay alive while awaiting rescue. So does that mean eat or not eat? If this card does not represent a particular person, it does. It can mean a time of study or impetuous investment. So the character traits are considerate, cautious, obedient and well-mannered, quiet, bashful, and wants to help, but must be supervised. The shadow traits, the things that you might not like about this person's personality, would be inexperienced in earthly practicalities, can't manage money, expects others to care for him, and doesn't always tell the truth. And then you got the Weaver of Challenges as well. And the Weaver of Challenges makes your quest harder, not necessarily from malice, though don't rule that out. More likely it is for your own growth or to prove your worth. The character traits are intelligent, sharp, quick-witted, cool, discerning, witty, powerful, very powerful, brilliant, shrewd, attention to detail, and self-esteem and discipline. If you are an empath and you have the tendency to draw in a narcissistic personality, be very, very, very careful because that's what I am seeing here. The Fairy Wind is the other one that you got. So hopefully this one will tell you something completely different. Let me see, they should be up here in the front. Yeah. The Fairy Wind. You can see the fairies a little bit better. The quiet mood of the forest shifts subtly at first and then with increasing tension, like the breathless hush before a storm. You hear a rushing sound in the distance, growing louder as it approaches. It is the sound of treetops dancing in a wind that comes closer and closer until it is upon you, lifting your hair and cooling your cheeks. You are surrounded by a sudden fragrance of bluebells and moss and honey. This is no ordinary breeze. It bestokes the wild flight of the fae. They flash into your view, imperious, haughty, beautiful beyond words. Your heart yearns after them with a sharp urgency to go where they go and see what they must see. But never attempt to chase them. Trust me, it will not turn out well. The fairies follow their own path and you must follow yours. The fairy wind is a powerful sign of ultimate success. Only the most fortunate see the fairy, though many have felt their passing. Things will pick up speed for you now, and your endeavors will flow swiftly toward a positive outcome. Continue forward with increased confidence. So meaning at a glance is speed, change, important news, success, and self-governance, and independent achievement. A closer look, legend tells of people who were swept up by the fairy wind and deposited miles away. If this happens to you, don't be in a rush to return. So this is definitely telling you that it is a man who you need to be very careful of, their personality. They can be very haughty and angry and possibly be very controlling. So be careful with that. But and remember that you have the fairies here with you to help you to align you back into your space if it's not the right one. Okay? Let's see here. Hello. Yes. Hello. Hello. Wow. That is honest. I mean, that is honest. That is awesome. Love advice show. That is so awesome. I would love to pick your brain a little if I could. But I will. Let's see here. Who's next? That was Julia J. Woo. Oh yes, I understand that, Lady Death. Let's see here. I am separated from my husband. It's been over a year. His name starts with M. I would like to know when he will come back to me. He will not. He will not be coming back to you, especially in the same way that you would want him to. Right, the Glubix, it could be done so much easier and more as a mentalist or pro-magician would do it, but I am not a mentalist or a pro-magician. I don't even understand how any of that works, so I could not be doing any of this without help from the other side. But that's why I don't do it your way. I'm not you, and I do it from the honest position of just me talking to dead people in the spirit. Where do I donate for a stream reading? I know it's on here somewhere on my Twitch. If not, I did put in here my PayPal, so you can do it that way. I just want to know what the future holds with me and the guy I love. He hates me, I believe. I don't think, well, if he hates you, then I would walk away from that situation and find somebody else. I am very, very logical, though, as far as that kind of stuff is concerned. I'm one of those people that feels like if you are feeling like someone doesn't like you and they don't want you in their presence, don't put yourself in their presence. Walk away, let them be themselves, and you can be yourself. If you would like to know more about any of that, I have a whole thing there where I do talk about, I teach spiritual development, and in that I explain a lot of this. Yeah. Yeah, I understood that, Glubix, the Glubix. And if he hates you, I would walk away, find somebody else. If somebody hates you, don't pursue them. You're pushing yourself in a situation where you're gonna be hurt. So who was it that was next? I can't remember, so. Kayla, you were next for the mediumship, correct? All right, let me pull up your picture that I have here. So the picture of the lady at the last picture you sent with the gray hair and the gray shawl, that is the lady that you would like a reading of. Am I right, Kayla? Is that who that is for you? Okay. So that lady, let me bring her back up so I can look at her. So right off the bat, I'm getting food from her. I don't know if she was known as the one in the family that would be the one that would make something, but I come from Southern California. One of my favorite things that I miss from Southern California is tamales, and I feel like that's what I'm seeing are tamales. And that she like is very adamant about it. Her personality is very straightforward, very very, what do you call that? She doesn't have a lot of filter when she says something. She just kind of says it, and it is what it is, the way that she feels. She doesn't hide her emotions a lot. She just says this is the way it is. A lot of people might have thought that she was a little too harsh, but you never did, and I don't feel like she ever really was. I feel like that was just her personality. She's an amazing soul, and I would love to sit down with her and just talk with her about her experiences, because I feel like she did a lot. I don't know where she came from, but I feel like she came from an area that was very hard for her when she was a child, and as she grew up in this, and then she came to this new area where she was very free to be herself, and so she just let herself be herself and didn't stop that, and she tried to instill that in you guys. I feel like you were one of the people she tried to instill that in. It's like, just be yourself, don't worry about what other people think. That's stupid. And she's talking about how you did you like hula hoops or something like that? I don't know if you went to gymnastics or something, but I see like a hula hoop and you're trying to do it, and she's trying to, I don't know if she's watching you and laughing because it keeps falling and you guys are giggling and laughing about it. Does that make sense to you, Kayla? The Glubix, people can be very suggestible, but not most of the people that follow me. Because if they follow me, they've also gone through my my spiritual development class, and they have discovered that on their own, they have abilities on their own without having to lie, without having to have a sleight of hand, without having to mess with people. And somebody who actually wants a real reading will go to a real person, like one of the people that I've taught, or me, or one of the people that I know very well in life. So they don't just go, they don't go around doing what some of these other people do. That's just rude. Hula hoops. Okay, good. So, because she was showing it, she was laughing about it and giggling, and she was telling me that this is just one of the memories that you had with her that would makes her laugh even now. She's also talking about, recently I see like a cake with candles. It usually means a birthday has just passed within like the last few weeks, maybe the very most 3 weeks, but I think within the last 2 weeks, and it would be within your specific group of people that you and her would frequently know and be connected with. And so she's just saying that, yes, I was there at that birthday party. Poor. And remember, everybody, that everybody's on their own journey. So even the Glubix himself is on his own journey. He's going to learn life his way and in his own timing. And he might not be at the point where he understands that this can be a real thing. He might think that everything that we do is sleight of hand and it's false and it's fake. And it's okay for him to believe that. And it's okay for him to think that. Maybe if he sat and watched for a while, he would understand why it is that what we do is very much so real. Like, for example, I would never have known anything about a hula hoop from Kayla's, right? Kayla, yeah, from Kayla's grandmother. I'm assuming it's your grandmother. Could be your mother, but I'm assuming it's your grandmother because I see her 1 tear up, but or 2 tears up. Hello, Alexis. Hello, Asta. I love that name. Ooh, Asta. CIA confirmed now. Yes. That's probably what it was. Another spammer on Facebook. All right, guys, hold on just a second. Let me go get this spammer off. But Kayla, you are still there, right? Let's see here. Randomly here, so you guys don't have to hear that because I think that's what. Okay. Oh my goodness! Of course, a name like Ifador Babalawo Ifayami. That is definitely a spammer. They always have these weird names like that. And hide their comments. Okay, it's okay. I don't like it when you give me a lot of information about what it is that you're looking for because then it kind of messes up my reading, but we will see. He can do it in a much easier way for people to enjoy. Well, good, I'm glad. And she knows that you miss her, Kayla. She actually comes, it looks like she comes at night. Oh, honey. Poor baby. My poor dog. I might have to take him in to the vet. Huh, Doc? You having some issues over there? That might be their next adventure is taking the dog to the vet. He's just kind of acting weird today. It's okay, Lady Death. I will just try and not read it all and just try and pick and choose throughout there what it is that I need to know. And by the way, so Kayla, yes, she comes at night, and I feel like it has something to do with a candle, and I don't know if that candle at night is like a little tea light candle, and I don't know if it moves by itself and just kind of flickers or something, but that's what I'm seeing, and I don't know why, but it could be just a sign that it's her, that she's there, or it could be an actual thing that's happening around you. Usually I get a white feather to let me know they're showing signs. I did kind of get that for a second, but then I got the candle, so I think that's what she does. I think if you have a little candle lit, she kind of puts her hand over it like this and plays with it just to let you know she's there, and that's what I'm seeing. And she says, don't worry, you got this. You got this, she says. It's okay. Everything's going to be just fine. I don't know if that was her personality here in real life, but that is the way she's letting me know. Everything's going to be just fine. You're going to be fine. Don't worry so much. And then I am going to do Lady Death. So let me go check on hers real quick. Whew, that's all, okay. Okay, so right off the bat, Lady Death, before I even get into the cards, I am feeling that this relationship with this person is only being pulled together because, as I've said, and I've done a whole thing on this, and you can actually watch it on my YouTube channel. The very first thing on there is about empaths, and it says Introduction to Beth's Spiritual Development. So if you like right here, you see my YouTube right there, go to there, Comedian Medium, and then you'll see my happy little face. And then you'll see there's videos in there, and one of them is about it is called the Introduction to the Spiritual Development class, and it talks about being an empath, and it also talks about relationships that are like this, that are kind of toxic and something that you don't want to get yourself into. The reason that you personally feel so drawn to that person, and the reason you personally feel like they're the one that you should be with, is because as an empath we always find ourselves with people that we kind of know what they're feeling all the time, and then this person will come in and they'll be like, you don't know anything about me, and you're wrong. You know, this is really what's happening what I'm thinking when I'm around you, and what you're feeling is wrong. And we're like, wow, somebody who doesn't really know what I'm thinking, that's amazing, that's awesome, I never thought I would find this. And so you kind of feel like you can be yourself around them for a while, and then after a few months, then they start showing their pretty little colors, and they start telling you how you are not good enough for them, you never were, all the stuff you say is a lie, and that's where it keeps going from there. And it will just keep tumbling forward in this. You need to back away. I don't care how it seems like you feel like you are in love with them, and you might be, but back away. This person is not good for you, okay? And let them go. You have to let them go. Look up anything you want to, any kind of advice you want to on the covert narcissist. Go look it up. That's what's happening here. Right, exactly. But I'm going to definitely pull you some cards for sure. But that's where I'm going. Yes, and he feeds on your emotions because he can also be an empath as well, and he might be able to feel them. So back away. Don't have anything to do with him ever. I mean, really, 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 you need to back away and say, screw you, back off, stay away from me. And you might feel like you're hurting yourself, and you might feel guilty because you might feel like, oh, this person is going through so much and they need me, and then you feel guilty because they say, well, you were the best thing that ever happened to me. I feel like I can be myself around you. Well, those are all lies. Trust me. So, I got 3 cards for you. I got the 7 of Spells. I got the 4 of Spells. Got a lot of spells today. And I got the 4 of Boons. I'm going to do the 4 of Boons first, because I think this one might be... They all just popped out at the same time, so I'm not sure exactly what popped out first, but that one I think is the right one for you to see right away. So the 4 of Boons is... I have a feeling this is talking about him in here. So the roles are trolls. I'm sorry. Trolls are very fond of money, though they have little opportunity to actually spend it. Their avaricious nature, for anybody who, there it is, that word. Avaricious nature drives them to try many schemes for increasing their wealth. These troll wives have set up a pie stand along the forest path, offering toothsome temptations to hungry travelers. But as much as they covet the glint of silver, the troll wives can't bring themselves to actually give up any of their pies. They scold all their customers away and sit moodily among far more pies than they could ever eat. When you run into the troll wives, it means someone is feeling overly attached to something. Fear of scarcity distorts reality so that however much you have, it never seems like enough. This can lead to hoarding, literally or emotionally. Give up the greed to find peace of mind. Let someone else have some pie. There is plenty for all. Meaning at a glance. Poverty of consciousness, fearful attachment to material possessions, and a closer look. Today's pies are strawberry, mock hedgehog, and deep dish mango wurzel. And I don't know why that has anything to do with it, but and maybe if I was a witchy person, I would know. But I'm not a witchy person. I'm just a medium. So I talk to people who have passed. I'm not a witch. I don't do spells. So that might have something to do with spells. But that definitely has to do with you saying you don't want to let go of something because you feel like it is... actually, I think this has to do with him. In all honesty, I really do. I think this is him. He's just not letting go of you because he wants you and every other woman out there. And if you were to look at it, I'm sure he's talking to other women just as much as he's talking to you and saying the exact same things. And then the 4 of Spells. So there's the 4 of Spells card. So you can see it. Look how cute they are. Little fairies running around with the pretty lights. So this is the book. A party of flower sprites makes its way to the top of the fairy mound at twilight to join those already gathered there. It is their annual reunion when each woodland flower clan is represented and honored. Some other forest beings, namely the trolls, scorn such festivities, which in their eyes serves no practical purpose. But ritual is important, as is remembering to reconnect with what is most precious. Gathering with friends and family, setting aside any quarrels or strife, benefits everyone. Two people, and I don't know their names, I can't, Fritillaria and Love in a Mist, can resume their argument tomorrow. Tonight is just for dancing. This card says it's time to party, whether in recognition of a milestone such as a birthday or other rite of passage, an achievement that deserves to be honored, or just having made it through some hard times. Create a celebration that expresses the delight that you have in living. Giving some structure to your merriment makes it more meaningful and memorable. Dressing as your favorite flower, for example. Meaning at a glance, a time of celebration, a ritual, a rite of passage, a recognition of family and community, a reunion. A closer look, the Fairy Mound is a popular event venue for all the wee folk in the forest. Reservations are recommended. And I find it very interesting that they brought up the trolls right after we talked about the troll wives, right? So I feel like there's something here. I'm going to say it in just a minute. But anyway, so the Seven of Spells is now here. So there's something here, I think, that is saying very clearly to me, and I don't know if you're seeing it yet, but there it is. Look at the dragon with all the little trolls. He's so cute. Okay, our friend the young wyvern is growing fast. No longer a hatchling, he is able to go out at night by himself, and tonight he's been ambushed by a mob of torch-wielding gnomes. Gnomes are earth elementals, which means they can get a bit stuck in their old ways and in their attitudes. Things that are unfamiliar or different seem threatening to them. The gnomes want to upset the wyvern and frighten it into leaving their forest. The wyvern is in a position of advantage above the gnomes, but he can't easily flee. He isn't breathing fire at the moment, but he could, and he might. The situation does not bode well. The gnomes represent lesser forces that may be rallied against you. Don't stoop to their level, and do not return fire. It is a very good chance that their ideas are misinformed. Wait for tempers to cool, then find common ground and work toward peace. Holding your own under attack, trivial problems add up, misunderstandings, and divisiveness. So, yes, this is exactly what's happening. So, your gentleman there is a troll, and he is specifically saying, this is all mine, nobody else can have it, I'm not even going to sell it, even though I'm out here to sell it and try and get the money. I'm not going to, because all of it's mine. Everything is mine. Nothing can leave me. And it's partly is what he's thinking about you. And why this showed up is saying that he also has a personality trait that says that he's very stuck in old ways. He's going to treat you like old ways. You have to stand back and not throw that fire at him. Just let him be who he is. And when you do that, you'll start seeing something that you didn't see before, such as the fact that the trolls don't even like to celebrate things. Celebration is a time of being excited about who you are, things that are happening, a birthday, whatever. So, right, so you have this party thing that's happening, and see how he reacts to any kind of party that would be just for you. And that will give you an indication of how troll-like he might be. Does that make sense to you at all? Where'd she go? Where did she go? That was for... Good. I'm so glad. Yay! Okay. So yes, so that's what that's saying, is that just take that step back. And I'm just telling you from my perspective and from my experience and also from my intuition that I just sense that this is something that you need to walk away from. If he is not willing to change who he is, at least change the way he treats you just based on truth rather than lies, then you don't need to be with him. He's going to continue that kind of behavior forever, and he's never going to stop. Yes, and you blowing up only fueled his frustration and anger towards you. Yes. Yes. exactly, Lady Death. Yes, you should celebrate that he blocked you and you don't have to deal with him for a bit. Yes. And he does owe you money too, see? So... All right, so let's see here. Hello, Marilyn. How are you? Hi, Nina. Hi, Deja. How are you? I kind of need to go now, and I hate to say that, but I have to go. We'll probably be back on a little bit later tonight, if that's okay with everybody. I have promised one of the children that I would take them somewhere at about this time. So... yes, exactly, Lady Death. Yes, wish him the best. That's nice. Go live your own life and remember who you are. And I'm telling you, go watch my video about being an empath, and watch that introduction to the spiritual development. That's not just about spiritual development. That class that I do, it's also about becoming the best you that you can be for yourself. And that's really and how important that is in order to heal and move forward for your life, for what you need, and letting others be themselves as well. Just like the Glubix here, for example. He's definitely going through some hard times, and we can all see it. We can all tell that he's having a difficult time. He's having some negative energy with him today. But that doesn't mean that we need to throw him out or tell him how horrible of a person he is, because in all honesty, he just needs somebody to say, hey, you know what? It's okay. We've all been there. We've all had a rough time. Let's move forward with what we know that we can do, and give him the ability to know how to help himself. And that would be something along the lines of, hey, it's time for you to look at yourself and say, what do I want to do with my life? Where do I want to go? And who do I want to be? And look for that goal and take those steps toward that goal. And then he'll start seeing a difference in himself as well. So I kind of have to go for right now, but I will be back later this afternoon or this evening, probably in about 2 to 3 hours, depending on what's happening here. And I love you all, and I will see you all very soon. Love you. Bye.